In this video, I want to talk about the truth to having amazing conversations with anybody. When I was younger, or a few years ago, I used to be really shy, and I used to be really nervous during conversations with people, especially the type of people that I wanted to like me or that I wanted to have respect over, or in general, the people that I just perceived like higher value than me, right? Which I'm gonna get to that later. So I used to think that there was this perfect script in my head, or there's a perfect thing to say to somebody for them to like me, for them to respect me. And now that I'm older, and now that I've had experience with just overall talking to a lot of people, I want to give you my thoughts about this. So the thing is about having people thinking that there's a perfect conversation. I don't really believe that's true anymore. I don't believe that exists. I don't believe you can have a perfect conversation with somebody. So what makes a conversation amazing? What makes someone have connection with somebody? The first thing is, I want you to notice this next time you have conversations with people, but if you ever think about the most amazing conversations you've had with people, whether that's your family or your friends, it just goes everywhere, right? It'll go to you talking about school, to you talking about water bottles, to you talking about alcohol, to you talking about laptops. It goes everywhere. It doesn't stick to one path, right? And the conversations that are really boring are usually the ones that just they have no meaning to it, and again, it just sounds really logical, and it feels really scripted, right? And it feels really limited. That's the key thing. It feels limited. That's what the boring conversations sound like. So let me go into this a little deeper. Those conversations where you're just free flowing and you're speaking what's on your mind, and you don't care about what the other person thinks of you, and you're talking about what you want to talk about, those are the conversations that we remember, and those are the conversations that we cherish the most. So let me give you a few points of this. Why don't we free flow? Why don't we speak what's on our mind? Now, it's easy to do this if we have friends. It's easy to do this with people that we are already really close with. But the people that we're meeting, the people that we get introduced to, or the people that are strangers, and especially the fucking people that we subconsciously view higher than us, it's harder to do that with them because you want to impress them. And even me, I used to want to impress the other person. So I would be scared to express who I was, express what's on my mind, and overall start conversations the way I wanted to, because I was afraid of what the other person's gonna think of me. That was the whole point. I was just overall scared of what the other person thinks because I valued their worth more than mine. So what if we just subconsciously look at the other person we're talking to as just our worth is equal? We're not better than them, and we're not less than them. We're just equal to them, right? If we just practice this and we just see the other person as a normal fucking human being, no matter how pretty she is, no matter how much status that person has, or no matter what they do for a living, no matter what, we drop all of that and we just see him as another human just like we are, it makes it so much easier to have those conversations that we want to have that free-flowing conversation, to speak what's on your mind, because you don't care about impressing the other person, which is the root cause of this. If we no longer care about impressing people, and we just are already impressed by who we are as a person, then we can speak what's on our mind without giving a fuck what the other person thinks. Whether they like you or whether they don't like you, it doesn't matter, because you like yourself and you just value yourself so much that nothing else can affect you. So this is the steps. This is what I want you to do. This is the key steps that I've been taking lately, and I still practice this. The key here is to have literally amazing conversations. I think I have a marker here I want to show you, but I don't. But literally, this is literally what a conversation looks like that looks good. It just goes everywhere. That's a good conversation, instead of it just being like this, like linear path, right? A good conversation goes everywhere. So if we want to achieve something like this, then we can't really give a fuck what the other person thinks. So be aware of this. Look at the other person. View them as your equal worth to you, okay? They're not better than you, and they're not less than you. This will help you achieve this more, all right? Now, another thing I want to talk about is when people say, I just don't know what to say to start the conversation, I don't know, there has to be a right story to tell, or how do I say this in a certain way? Let me tell you this right now. How you say something is way more important than the context of what you say. So if you go into a conversation and you are really timid and you're really shy and your tone is like really high pitched, that shows to the other person that you're not confident in that conversation at that moment. But when you show up and you're relaxed and your tone is neutral and you're not like seeking for their approval and you're not needy for their approval, that shows the other person subconsciously that you're really relaxed, you're really like cool to talk to, and like again, you guys are like equal, right? So how you say something is way more important than what you say. You can literally start the fucking conversation with, hi, my name is whatever, or you can literally start off with saying like, excuse me, have you fucking had this water before? I don't care what the fuck you say. It doesn't really matter what you say. It just matters like the energy you have in that conversation and how you say it. That's all it is. Again, don't be obnoxious with it. Don't be rude to people about this. But literally, you can just come up and say what you really want to say. Like, hi, I want to introduce myself. You seem like really interesting. My name is whatever, and then just go on about it. Right? Or even if someone introduces somebody to you, you don't have to be like nervous about it anymore. Just literally say what's on your mind. Once you guys introduce yourselves to each other, literally just talk about anything you want. You could literally make a cold read about them, like, hey, you seem like you're a nurse, or hey, you seem like you're a lawyer, or you seem like you go to this school. You're not from Arizona, are you? You're not from California, are you? You can say whatever the fuck you want. Right? But it has to be genuine and has to be actually like what you're thinking at that moment. And you're saying it not scared about what the other person thinks of you, because you're just being genuine about it. Okay? This video can be literally so long, but we have a visitor here. This video can be so long about this, but the key thing here is conversations go anywhere. It can literally go from you talking about bowling to you talking about fucking video games. I don't give a fuck. It goes anywhere. And most importantly, you don't care about what the other person thinks of you. You are already like impressive. You don't care about impressing the other person. You're already just enough, and you know that, right? So whether that person likes you, cool. Whether that fucking person doesn't like you, cool. It doesn't affect you, okay? So that's another thing, and how you say something is way more important than the context of what you say. So if you say something that's not confident, you're not saying in a confident way, that's going to throw off the other person and not going to really want to be talking to you. So imagine that. If someone comes up to you and they're really timid and they're really shy and they're not saying something that's confident towards you, would you really want to like stay in that conversation, or would you kind of feel uncomfortable too? Okay? So how you say something is way more important than what you say. That's literally the key. And then again, say what's on your mind. You can make a cold read, like you seem like an X or you seem like a Y, or just talk about whatever you want. Talk about their hobbies. Talk about what you're interested in. Talk about your passion. Talk about your future. Talk about their future. Talk about whatever the fuck you want. Just make sure it's genuine that you want to talk about it, not because some influencer said it's the best tactic. Talk about what you want to talk about. And when you combine all of this, you can literally have amazing conversations with anybody. I don't care who it is. It just takes practice too. If you're nervous about this, it's normal. Like this was new to me too, but just try it. Next time this is what I want you to do. Next time you get introduced to a stranger, or you want to introduce yourself to somebody, or you're talking to someone that's new, just practice this. Be relaxed, be engaged with them, be present with them. Talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Listen to what they're talking about. Take the conversation where you want to take it. See where they take it to. Just be relaxed about it. Be confident about it. Don't worry so much about what they think. They're not thinking in their head, hoping that you fucking suck at talking, or you fucking suck at having conversations. They want you to be good at this. They want you. People love having conversations with people that are good at this, that are good at talking, that are good at telling stories, that are good at being engaged with the other person. So, just remember this video next time you get introduced to somebody. And even me today, I am working on this. I'm not perfect. This is something that I work on every day. So whenever I'm introduced to a stranger, I'm trying to be my best self with the highest energy, being free-flowing, saying something the most confident way. Remember, how you say is more important than what you say. And overall, taking the conversation where I want to take it. That's all you have to do, and watch how your conversations just become way more fucking genuine, and watch how the other person responds to you. I hope this video helps you, and I'll see you in the next one.